Krishnan,
Here.
Lee,
Here.
Della Rosa,
Here.
Lewis,
Here.
Marmorato,
Present.
Marte,
Present.
Mealy, Menon,
Here.
Moya,
Here.
Narcisse,
Present.
Nurse,
Present.
Osei,
Present.
Palladino,
Present.
Powers,
Here.
Wrestler,
Here.
Riley, Rivera,
Present.
Salam,
Present.
Salamanca,
Present.
Sanchez,
Present.
Schulman, Gennaro, Stevens,
Here.
Ung,
Present.
Vernikoff, Williams,
Here.
Juan,
Present.
Yeager,
Here.
Zhuang,
Here.
Borelli, Farías,
Present.
Speaker Adams,
Present.
Thank you. There is no invocation or adoption of minutes, so we will move into messages and papers from the mayor.
M12, veto and disapproval message of introductory number 549A of 2022.
Refer to criminal justice.
M13, veto and disapproval message of introductory number 586A of 2022.
Refer to public safety.
Madam President, I rise for a point of order.
Granted.
Thank you. Under the Charter, Section 42, the Council is required to publish and make publicly available a proposed agenda for every meeting of the Council at least 36 hours prior to the meeting. The Council did not do that. As of midnight last night, there was no such agenda posted. There was no such agenda sent to the Council members, and my understanding is that until this morning, that was not done.
We were noticed on this past Friday, so that accounts for the time frame.
Madam President, if I may, the Charter requires that at least 36 hours prior to a stated meeting of the Council, or as soon as practicable prior to a special meeting, this is a stated meeting, the Council shall publish and make publicly available a proposed agenda for such meeting. The Council's website said no agenda available.
Thank you, Councilmember Yeager. Point heard and acknowledged, but we were posted more than 36-hour time frame for this stated meeting.
Point of information, Madam President?
Not granted.
Point of information is not the debatable. It's a question that the
Sure,
President.
go ahead. Point of
Thank you.
information.
Point of
What's your
information that I'm asking is if the President may advise the body and the public when that 36-hour period happened. Since the President is so sure that it occurred, I'm wondering if the President could share that information with the public.
Stand by. Thank you for the moment, folks. So just to respond to the point of clarification, the meeting agenda was noticed at 4:53 p.m. last Friday, which is more than 36 hours. And pursuant to Rule 8.00, messages from the mayor can be received at any time and are not required to be on a proposed agenda. We are now going to continue
Madam
on.
President, I move to appeal the decision of the chair to the full body.
Councilmember Yeager,
That's a motion.
the ruling of the chair has been opposed, and this will be subject to a roll call vote, to a voice vote. Those in favor, say aye. Those in favor to uphold the ruling of the chair, say aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. We will now continue
Madam
on with
President,
the
I
agenda.
move for a division of the body. I move for a roll call vote, notwithstanding the aye vote. It's permissible under rules of, thank you.
Sure, we'll take a roll call for you, Councilmember Yeager. Roll call?
Abreu.
Aye to oppose.
Just give me a standby for a moment so I can clarify what we'll be doing a roll call vote on.
Quiet on the floor, please.
Okay. Prior to calling roll call, just to be clear, Councilmember Yeager has called for a roll call vote on his motion to appeal the ruling of the chair that this body is able to receive messages from the mayor at any given point in time and are not required to be proposed on not required to be on any proposed agenda. We can go into roll call vote. Sorry, a vote of aye is to uphold that ruling, and a vote of no is against it.
Can you repeat that, please?
A vote of aye is to uphold that ruling of us being able to receive messages from the mayor at any given point in time without it being on a proposed stated agenda, and a vote of no is in opposition to it. Sure. An additional clarifying point pursuant to Rule 8.00 on messages from the mayor, that is for us to receive those messages.
Thank you. Abreu.
Aye.
Ariola.
Nay.
Aviles.
Aye.
Ayala.
Aye.
Banks.
Aye.
Botcher.
Aye.
Brannan.
Aye.
Brewer.
Aye.
Brooks Powers.
Aye.
Caban.
Aye.
Carr.
Nay.
De La Rosa.
Aye.
Dinowitz.
Aye.
Feliz.
Aye.
Gennaro.
Madam Leader, I wish to speak on my vote. Madam Leader, I wish to speak on my vote. I just want to be clear that what we're voting on, in my estimation, is the, black letter rules of the council. So my yes vote is to uphold the rules of the council as they now exist. We're not making anything up. I vote aye.
Thank you.
Gutierrez.
Aye.
Hanif.
Aye.
Hanks.
Aye.
Holden.
No.
Hudson.
Aye.
Joseph.
Aye.
Krishnan.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Lewis.
Aye.
Marmorato.
No.
Marte.
Aye.
Mealy. Excuse me. Menon.
Aye.
Moya.
Aye.
Narcisse.
Aye.
Nurse.
Aye.
Osei.
Aye.
Palladino.
Nay.
Powers.
Aye.
Wrestler.
Aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Rivera.
I vote aye.
Salam.
Aye.
Salamanca.
I vote aye.
Thank you. Sanchez.
Aye.
Schulman. Stevens.
Aye.
Ung.
Aye.
Vernikov.
No.
Williams.
I vote aye.
Wan.
Aye.
Yeager.
No.
Zhuang.
Aye.
Borelli.
Nay.
Farías.
I vote aye.
Speaker Adams.
I vote aye.
The decision of the presiding officer shall be sustained by a vote of 41 in the affirmative, 8 in the negative, 0 abstentions. Motion passes. Communication from city, county, and borough offices.
None.
Petitions and communications.
None.
Land use call-ups.
None.
Thank you. We will now have communication from Speaker Adrian Adams.
Thank you, Madam Majority Leader. Today, the Council is convening to officially receive the Mayor's vetoes of Introduction 586A, which is part of the How Many Stops Act, and Introduction 549A to ban solitary confinement in city jails. Both of these bills were passed by this body with a veto-proof majority. At this time, I would like to make a motion to adjourn this stated meeting to allow our committees time to consider the veto
Madam
messages
President,
sent
if
by
I
the
may.
Mayor.
Madam President, I move for order of the day pursuant to our agenda as distributed. We have a number of things on the agenda. There are several items that are listed none, but item number 16.
You're out of order, Councilmember Yeager.
General discussion. It's a
You
move
are
for
out of order.
move for
There
order
is
of
no
the day.
general
Doesn't
discussion.
require
You are out of order.
Parliamentarian.
There is no general discussion at this moment. We are not having general debate. Thank you. I would like to recognize the speaker to make a motion.
Did. I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Speaker Adams. A motion to adjourn is subject to unanimous consent. Are there any objections to adjourning this meeting?
Object.
There being an objection, I call the clerk to call the roll.
Abreu.
This is to adjourn?
Yes.
Aye.
Ariola.
Object.
Aviles.
Aye.
Ayala.
Aye.
Banks.
Aye.
Botcher.
Aye.
Brannan.
Yeah.
Brewer.
Aye.
Brooks Powers.
Aye.
Caban.
Aye.
Carr.
Nay.
De La Rosa.
Aye.
Dinowitz.
Aye.
Feliz.
Seen.
Gennaro.
Aye.
Gutierrez.
Aye.
Hanif.
Aye.
Hanks.
Aye.
Holden.
Nay.
Hudson.
Aye.
Joseph.
Aye.
Krishnan.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Lewis.
Aye.
Marmorato.
Nay.
Marte.
Aye.
Mealy. Menon.
Aye.
Moya.
Aye.
Thank you. Narcisse.
Aye.
Nurse.
Aye.
Osei.
I vote aye.
Palladino.
Nay.
Powers.
Aye.
Wrestler.
Aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye.
Salam.
Aye.
Salamanca.
Aye.
Thank you. Sanchez.
Aye.
Schulman. Stevens.
Aye.
Ung.
Aye.
Vernikov.
Object.
Williams.
I vote aye again.
Juan.
Aye.
Yeager.
Nay.
Zhuang.
Aye.
Borelli.
Nay.
Farías.
I vote aye.
Speaker Adams.
Aye to adjourn.
The motion has passed by a vote of 41 in the... The motion has passed by a vote of 41 in the affirmative, 8 in the negative, and 0 abstention. The 11 a.m. stated meeting of January 30th, 2024 is hereby adjourned.